I've noticed these dust mounds everywhere around here. What the heck are these things? This stuff looks similar to the stuff in Flamel's place.
Huddle! Huddle together, lovelies!
What?
Huddle! Huddle together, lovelies!
What?
Huddle! Huddle together, lovelies!
What? And there it was, a loose handle hanging conspicuously from the door of an empty cabinet. A painting of a wing, stylistically very similar to the central piece. Reminded me of the ones what disappeared from underneath Vlad's castle back in Transylvania. No apparent way of directly interacting with it. A strange device. Seems to be out of power.
Do as father tells you, little one.
Some kind of control panel. Looks embedded in this area of the wall, along with the shelves. I want to operate it so bad.
Left! Point left!
This must be the butcher's desk. It's littered with discarded pages full of gibberish or code.
Step out from between the story's lines.
Worms! Worms! Flies!
I stared at the Kraken head, and it seemed to stare back at me with its blood-red eyes. A little unsettling, I had to silently say to myself. Red veins ran all over the hideous head, seeming to pulsate right under the skin, despite the fact that this was just a painting. I don't think I'd hang this thing above my work desk, no matter the circumstances.
And you shall breathe true life.
Who? True life? Was it dead to begin with?
You will learn to fear the Carnifex!
An assortment of books, but they're all written in what's either an alphabet unknown to me or code. Can't make heads or tails of these letters.
These are not for you.
Some kind of control panel. Looks embedded in this area of the wall, along with the shelves. I want to operate it so bad.
Right. Point right.
The perfect pair of wings.
It's a stylized painting of a human head. It's pretty generic looking. I doubt it represents anyone in particular.
My contribution.
I don't feel good about this. Of all the things in here, those alone seem to justify this nutter's nickname. They look pretty disturbing. And triangular, most of them. No apparent sign of use, but could be he just cleaned them real well. I'm not touching them. This won't hurt a bit, little worm. A couple of vertical openings. Something's missing here.
Everything proceeds
Some
according
kind
to
of
plan.
switch was definitely present here, but it's been broken off.
Just break it off, little fly.
It's an uneducated guess, but judging by the number of cables coming out of this thing, it might be what powers everything in here. I want to operate it so bad.
Just break it off, little fly.
I've put a nice round hole in it. Alright, got myself a shock-free switch.
Food is plentiful, and the little one grows steadily.
Yes, power's back on. It's definitely a control panel. Controlling what? That remains to be seen.
Praise the Gibbous moon!
No apparent way of directly interacting with it.
Worms, learn fly!
Hear the cornifex! You will learn to fear the cornifex!
Nothing on the cover but a triangle. This better not be written in gibberish. This thing must hold some important information.
Rest, friend. You have been lied to. Human, dragon.
It's a small piece of ripped cloth caught on the edge here. Whoever they were, I really hope they didn't end up in the darkness below. I really don't need it. Maybe just its story.
Idiot! Left toward the bay, right toward the EOD! Get it through your thick skull!
Whatever passage used to be here, it's now a big, black, intimidating hole. If this used to lead to Kraken Bay, well, it don't anymore. Just leads down.
Take it down!
I really don't. No need to do that. Not helping.
And what did we do? Trusted the butcher, put our faith in the carnifex. Double-crossed by that freak. Denying the dreamer his meal, running away with it. That was his payment for our stupid, misplaced loyalty. How do you think this looks like in the eyes of Father Dagon, huh? And I tell you right now, it is as clear as pure seawater to me that the starry knowledge was always behind that lunatic. I know some of you do not see the starry fools as a threat. Ha! You think me mad? You think I am making this up? This very night, a false preacher was spouting blasphemies about Mother Hydra and Father Dagon right outside the Finman house. Good thing a true believer cast the first stone. Well, egg. And the crowd swiftly dealt with the poisonous snake. But it happened. Truly it has happened in our Fishmouth during our festival. All that prey,
Kooky,
all
freakish
the blood and
cultists.
sweat and tears we put into the crop,
Can't throw
wasted
the
on a
hunter's mark that
liar.
far. Look at those idiots.
Son of a nebula.
Huh?
That's strange.
What have you done, brothers?
Stars fall on you!
Huh?
Stars? I thought these guys were all about fish.
We are lost, I tell you, we are lost!
Son of a squid. Living land and fresh.
I speak the truth, they may be in our midst right now.
Stinking stingrays.
Yes, yes, believe it.
Tarkus you.
Huh?
Haunter!
Enough of this masquerade!
I knew it! Treason!
There has been one true God, you fish-loving heathens, and his name is the Haunter!
How dare you speak that name in the house of Dagon?
You broke into our temple and stole the trapezohedron! Now you're going to pay!
We'll feed you to the fish!
Give us the book!
No, you give us the book!
Oh my god, little kid! What are you doing?
As Rome burned and Nero watched and fiddled, so too we witnessed the fish take vengeance on the fishermen.
Not sure it's the right comparison, Mr. Bizarra. I'm just worried about the kid.
No need, Gramps. I'm well and happy. No one's hurting the fishies anymore. And their bellies are nice and full now.
You really shouldn't have witnessed that. Except you sort of made it happen.
Well, it's all over now, Grandpa. Look, water's draining and the fishies are returning home. A perfect ending of the festival for everyone. Hooray!
Don't call me Grandpa.
Okie doke. I'll be on my way. Before Mom and Dad and Grandma notice that I'm missing. It's been fun. See you around.
Take care, kid. Crazy world we live in, huh, Mr. Bizarra? Thank you for your business, by the way.
I sincerely don't know whether thanks are in order. I'm more confused with each passing hour, but my resolve grows stronger.
So, what are you doing in this building of all places? Keeping tabs on the esoteric order? Looking for Olmstein? Sightseeing?
You might joke about the sightseeing, but that is part of why I'm here. All across this accursed world, the storm rages ever more powerful, and I strongly expect some kind of sign soon.
What sign? And why here of all places?
Maybe a reason for a bell to ring through a terrible storm.
News sure does travel fast.
This is the highest steeple in Fishmouth, with the grandest, most resonant bell in miles. This is where I'll wait for a sign, for as long as it takes.
And awaken the beast? How do we know that's a good thing?
We don't, but it is written, so it shall come to be.
This could be the start of a fascinating philosophical debate. If only we had time. I need answers. I need to know what the hell's going on here.
Ask.
Help us find and stop this butcher, Barnabas.
Carnifex terribilis. What did you find out from scouring Fishmouth in its festival hours, Seeker?
The butcher was definitely in cahoots with the Esoteric Order of Dagon. I'm convinced he used them to raise some kind of sea creature, codenamed MCHK.
The Hafgufa. And what of its purpose?
The meal. That's what they called it. These EOD kooks thought they were raising the sea monster as an edible tribute to Dagon.
They trusted the butcher. Huh.
He obviously took his meal, this MCHK, whatever it is, and escaped. Question is, where'd he go? Any ideas?
Not exactly, but keep this in mind. Olmstein always watches, and always leaves something behind to push you in the right direction.
Well, ain't that nice of him. There is this sign that's associated with Olmstein. Tell me what you think it means.
Could be the visual representation of a formula, a constellation. Could be a map.
Thanks. I'll give it some thought. I've come across terrible things in the butcher's pits. What were they?
It is clear to me that Fishmouth holds more secrets than can be dug at in this small window of time we have, and time is not on our side.
Not since we found that damn Necronomicon.
Some use it to spawn horrible monsters. Some to make cats speak.
Some might say it's the same thing. How do we fix that?
What Olmstein allowed, Olmstein can undo. Find the enemy, thwart his plans, and Olmstein will reward you.
I wish I had your confidence, Barnabas. There is this sign that's associated with Olmstein. Tell me what you think it means.
Could be the visual representation of a formula, a constellation. Could be a map.
Thanks. I'll give it some thought. I don't have time for this. I've gotta go. I gotta meet Buzz and Peace and try to put the pieces together.
The other guide you. Do your best to find out where the butcher is headed and put an end to his plans, whatever they are. I will stay here and
Wait for a sign. See ya, Barney.
don't call me that.
Hey, kids.
He's back! Nice place you've got here, Don!
Glad to see you made it all right, buddy.
Scared the living daylights out of us. No offense, dude.
None taken!
Yeah, Fishmouth was interesting. Met your dad finally, Peace.
Oh yeah? Is he alright?
He's good. He's in a steeple, waiting for a sign.
Sounds like Dad.
Can we please skip the niceties and put our heads together?
Right. I made my way into the butcher's laboratory.
Sorry, bad flashback. Would you please excuse me?
Sure thing, Otis. Go get some rest.
The butcher. He wasn't still there, was he?
I just missed him.
What did you find that could be relevant?
MCHK seemed to be an important acronym.
What's that about?
I've got a theory. MC might stand for... Massive creature? I mean, that's what it supposedly is. As for HK, half Goofa king? Massive creature, half Goofa king. I might be very wrong on that. Either way, he apparently used the cult to get the monster bred and fed, and then ran away with it to who knows where.
The half Goofa. What will he do with it?
Huge biological weapon under your control. I can think of a number of things.
Oh boy. We need to get this guy.
That's great and all, but my problem?
Remember what this is really all about?
The Butcher and Olmstein? There's a connection there.
We gotta stop always being one step behind him. The festival. Fishmuth really knows how to party. What I can say for sure is that the Esoteric Order's been brought down a few notches. And so is the Starry Knowledge Cult.
Nice going, man.
Wasn't me who did it. It was a short, weird little girl who really loves her fishies.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, other than that, I'm afraid Fishmuth and its creepy inhabitants remain a mystery. For now. The stabilizing element. Olmstein's constant.
What did that say again?
A terrible storm and 3 bells ringing throughout it shall awaken the beast.
What are your thoughts on it?
The end to all this. What Peace said when I called you guys. It makes sense. I just don't know that I want all this to end with a beast awakening.
None of us really do.
I stand by my conviction. Just like the Necronomicon, this is all just ever-changing chaos. So Olmstein wrote the ending down and set it in stone.
Wrote the ending? What does that even mean?
He is not like us. Can't you grasp the concept of divinity? If he wrote it down, it will happen.
Oh, man.
Where are we on Olmstein's sign?
I'm stumped. What do you think it could be?
Constellation?
See, that was the first thing we thought of, but it doesn't match any known stars. Still feels like something viewed from above. Wait, I have an idea. Hand over that mouse, Buzz.